Good afternoon, everybody. Hope y'all are having a great day today. Well, on today's episode, figured do a little change up here. And I used to listen to the blue collar comedy tour comedians. Still do. They're hilarious. You got Jeff Foxworthy, Larry the Cable Guy, Bill Engvall, and Ron White. My favorite one is probably Jeff Foxworthy and then Larry the Cable Guy. But they're all funny. But figure I go over some of his "You Might Be a Redneck" and just see how redneck I might be. Never know. Now some of these, of course, are just so off the wall. It's just they're funny. But some of these pretty much on cue. Let's see. First one up. You might be a redneck if you've ever made change in the offering plate. I didn't think I had ever done this, but after I got to thinking about it, I think I did do that once because I had like a big bill. I think I did make change in the offering plate once. I think I did. And it was like during a summer meeting too. Like there was a whole bunch of people there. I think I did that. Oh man. Of course I was younger, so Let's see. You might be a redneck if your lifetime goal is to own a fireworks stand. Ain't well, I mean, I guess if that's your lifetime goal, but hey, people make good money. Actually, I mean, around here, you get 'em pretty big, and you make good money on Amazon fireworks stand. Let's see. You might be a redneck if you own a home with wheels on it and several cars without. I can't say I've ever had any automobiles hanging around with no tires. If I've got an automobile, it's being driven, and usually it's only one at a time. Well, me and my wife each have a vehicle, but whenever I was single, only like a few months did I have two vehicles. Of course, those were a Dodge Ram Hemi and I think that was a 2007, and then a 2008 uh, Nissan Titan. Both just great gas mileage vehicles. Let's see. You might be a redneck if you think you are an entrepreneur because of the dirt for sale sign in the front yard. Hey, back in Louisiana, where I went to church and school and stuff. Hey, man, they had oh, what do you dirt pits out of the wazoo around there. Boy, they making some good money. I mean, even the truck drivers I heard were like making. Of course, this was like mid 2000s, like 2005, 2006, somewhere around there. They were making around like $100 a truckload, and they didn't putt either. Those truckers did not putt. Let's see. You might be a redneck if the blue book value of your truck goes up and down depending on how much gas is in it. Actually, yes, I can say I did on that one because my first truck was it was either an 80. '89 or '92. I can't remember which one, but somewhere up in there, a Toyota pickup. That was it. That's all it was called. A Toyota pickup, and that was the title. It wasn't a Tacoma, wasn't a Tundra, just Toyota pickup. And I think I paid. I was saying it was only like $1,700 for it. I mean, it still ran. There was nothing wrong with it. I mean, eventually the head gasket did blow, like the head blew. But before that, oh, it was a fun truck to drive. It was a standard. It was a great truck. Let's see. You might be a redneck if you ever cut your grass and found a car. Don't think I've ever done quite that, but I have cut my grass before and found something there that I forgot was there. It wasn't a car, but that has happened to me. So, yes. Let's see. You might be a redneck if you think the stock market has a fence around it. Hey, that's what a stock market should be. We don't need this other nonsense. Like, s- products should never be like nationalized. Like, each farmer should be able to charge what he thinks his stuff is worth. Shouldn't be going on having to go to markets. Okay, what's the corn worth now? What's the wheat? What's the price of dairy milk? No, 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 no. Each farmer should be able to price his own stuff. That's that's how it should be. Not whoever controlling the markets decide. Oh well, no, 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 no. That's not real capitalism. Each farmer picks his pricing. And then people go according to that. If they think it's too expensive, they go buy their milk from somewhere else. Let's see. Might be a redneck if your wife has ever said, "Come move this transmission so I can take a bath." Woo, boy. Now my question is this the bathtub in the inside of the building, or is this the bathtub that's in your shop? Either way, it's pretty redneck. Haven't done that before. Let's see. You might be a redneck if you've ever financed a tattoo. Or you could say you might be broke if you've ever financed. Now, no, I will say there are some tattoos that probably cost about as much as a vehicle on some of these tattoos you see. Good gravy. But yeah, I mean, of course, it's no difference than financing a $25 meal on DoorDash now. It's like, if you've got to finance a $25, $30 meal and four convenient, well, unconvenient, really, payments, you probably should be buying your food from Walmart and buying the O rings, uh, like for 99 cents, or maybe the family size Campbell's soup. Yeah, probably the route you should be going. Let's see here. You might be a redneck if the gas pedal on your car is shaped like a bare foot. Woo! Getting into some man, Three Stooges territory here. That would not surprise me at all. Some of the stuff I've seen, yeah, that's not surprising. I actually believe that happens more than often. You might be a redneck if you think a turtleneck is key ingredient for soup. That probably is a key ingredient to soup in Louisiana. I would not doubt that at all. I've never done it, but let's see. You might be a redneck and someone asks to see your ID and you show them your belt buckle. Got some belt buckles, but I ain't got that kind of a belt buckle. Like, you're talking about like a belt buckle that makes a statement. Like, you gotta be like one of those 140-pound cowboys, or either you're like 6'5" and weigh like 160, so like your stomach doesn't get hang over the hang over the belt buckle there. I got some like small ones, but not that makes a statement. Let's see. You might be a redneck if your dog and your wallet are both on a chain. I've had my dogs on a chain before, but I did get into like the wallet chain and all that stuff. I know that stuff was real big with like almost every country and like the cool country singers. Dude, they're always like almost all of them had chains on their wallets and stuff. Man, you thought you were real cool. Yeah, I was too afraid someone would yank that thing and steal my wallet. No, uh, this one could probably go for something else. But you might be a redneck if your wife's hairdo has ever been ruined by a ceiling fan. This one would probably be more appropriate if you said you might be a Pentecostal if your wife's hairdo has ever been ruined by a ceiling fan. That's probably more accurate. I ain't seen very many rednecks women with their hair done up like that. Usually they keep it pretty simple. I mean, it's either like ponytail or just in the wind. But Pentecostals, now I've seen some of those hairdos. Yes, indeed. Yeah, you probably getting close to them ceiling fans, especially how they do it. Let's see. You might be a redneck if you bought a VCR because wrestling comes on while you're at work. Not big into wrestling. I guess because I know it's, especially like the WWE, because know it's fake. It's all get out, and I don't know. I just never really been it. Now I get down with some like UFC and stuff, even though some of that might be whatever. I just never gotten to the wrestling. It's never really been that big. This next one, thankfully, we're not that redneck. You might be a redneck if your dad walks you to school because you're in the same grade. That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. I think if I was to school, I would have given up. That's a true testament to George Bush's no child left behind policy there. Uselessness. Yeah, not quite that bad. Let's see. You might be a redneck if you only if your only condiment on the dining table is the economy size bottle of ketchup. Dude, I used to eat ketchup with everything. Now, not as bad as one of my cousins. He knows who he is. I don't know if it was just him or his whole family. But dude, he would eat ketchup with everything. I mean, fried chicken, even his chicken, he'd eat ketchup. Everything. I wasn't that big on ketchup. Now I don't really even eat ketchup anymore. You might be a redneck if birds are attracted to your beard. Beard pretty long, but ain't like that. I haven't quite sported a ZZ Top beard yet. I haven't gotten that big. You might be a redneck if you've ever been involved in a custody fight over a hunting dog. Now, I can see that one. I can definitely see that. I mean, I'm pretty sure those hunting dogs are pretty pricey. I've never had hunting dogs, but I could see that one happening. I mean, please, what are you talking about? People are really getting custody over just dogs, not even hunting dogs. You might be a redneck if you think the French Riviera is a foreign car. It could be. You might be a redneck if you've ever spray painted your girlfriend's name on an overpass. Nope, never done that. Never done a water tower. That's a lot of dedication right there. Now, I could see maybe back in the day, might would have mowed her name in the grass or something other, but even then, let's see. You might be a redneck if you've ever got too drunk to fish. Well, for one thing, I don't. I mean, I've drank a few here and there, but I just can't stand the taste of alcohol. For one thing, can't stand it. Cannot stand the smell of it. Oh, horrible. You might be a redneck if your idea of a 7-course meal is a bucket of KFC and a six pack. Hey, maybe not the six pack, but a bucket of KFC and maybe back in the day, whenever I would probably drink 6 cups of sweet tea. Yeah, that would have been a 7-course meal. Man, I used to down some sweet tea there. Me and my friends, we went to a tractor pull. Yeah, you might be a redneck if you ever gone to a tractor pull. Probably. Went to a tractor pull and they were selling 32-ounce sweet teas. Dude, I know I had 3 or 4 32-ounce cups of sweet tea. Man, now I can't even hardly drink 32. I can't even hardly drink a 20 ounce of sweet tea now. And I'm like, oh man, I'm bloated. Should probably weigh 50 pounds less back then, 40 pounds. Yeah, I thought those were some good ones. That'll be a fun little thing to do. I was trying to think of some other ones that I've come up with. Can't think of any right now, but I know I've done some ridiculous stuff before. Like you might be a redneck if you've ever placed a 12-foot beam across a ditch and created your own bridge there, rode your bike over it. I don't know how I never tore myself up falling off of that thing. Or you might be a redneck if your family once had a family dump on their property. Yes. Hey, ain't no shame being a redneck. Actually, I don't know very many people that when people get call them rednecks says they get upset. It's like a badge of honor. Like if you call someone a redneck, they're usually like, "Yeah, I'm a redneck. Of course, I'm a redneck." But yeah, I need. I know he used to sell these books at like Bass Pro Shops and all. Back when they were a proper, hunting and fishing place. They used to sell like Jeff Foxworthy, like uh, Might Be A Redneck. Man, they used to sell like hunting and fishing DVDs. I can't find those there anymore. Like, uh, what were their names from Alabama? And of course, they used to sell like Primo's hunting and stuff. Oh, TK and Mike. There we go. Oh man, those guys are so funny. But yeah, you need to get his book. He might be a redneck. I think he's like one or two of them. Yeah, I thought that'd be something. That was just something fun to do. Oh, now you go get my workout on here. Gotta stay fit. Survival of the fitness over here. Get my workout on. Oh man, I forgot to open up this pre-workout stuff. Now I'm gonna have like a powder puff thing over here. Would this be considered a pre-workout unboxing? Don't need to catch anything on fire over here. Forest fire. Oh man, I hate it when this happens. They like bury the thing. Oh, you can see the dust coming up. Well, the powder, not dust. I hope it ain't dust. Oh yeah, good. Let's see how much caffeine is that? Oh, 200 milligrams. Yeah, that'll be a good amount. What else we got? Himalayan pink salt. Hey, that means it's healthy. Get a little tingling, get you, ready to pumped up, ready to work out. Good stuff. Blue raspberry. Oops, on camera. Yep, that's some good stuff. Well, folks, that about does it for today. Don't forget, work out, stay healthy. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the bell for notifications and comment. I will see y'all later.